So I have been wondering, could SummerWells' grandma have been looking after Summer when SummerWells disappeared? So I do wonder how long Grandus's nap was on the afternoon that her granddaughter Summer disappeared. This nap was never part of the script, and then suddenly it became part of the script when Grandus inserted it into the script. I did hear some weird rumours that apparently Jose may have been there with Grandus in her caravan when Summer disappeared. Now, obviously, I do not know if that's true. It does seem doubtful, if Grandus had a bad leg, that she would have had Jose in her caravan. Who could say with Grandus and Candace? Maybe Grandus did have a man or a woman in her trailer. But what I wonder is, did Candace go for a walk or to do something dodgy, maybe smoke something dodgy, who knows, and left Grandus in care of Summer? Did Grandus then take a nap, not keep her eye on Summer, and then Summer potentially was abducted? Or potentially Summer had an accident and died? That's my opinion. Obviously I could be wrong, but that's what I've always felt happened to Summer. I still feel after nearly a year that SummerWells died on June the 15th last year. I do not believe there was an abduction. I do not believe there was a kidnapping. I do not believe that Summer was trafficked or sold. I believe Summer had an accident and her mother and her grandmother and potentially Dom, her father, all covered it up. That's just how I feel, and obviously I could be wrong. But I do wonder why DonWells apparently told the emergency services that Candace had gone for a walk and came back and Summer was gone. Just gone. Or should I say, got gone. None of the script adds up. The script is way, way, way too long. There is so much unnecessary information included by Grandus, Candace and Dom. None of it's ever added up to me. I wonder if the real reason that Grandus did one very soon after Summer disappeared was because she was a bit more involved in Summer's disappearance than she's ever let on. Perhaps Grandus was worried she'd slip up about the script, and that's why she pissed off, apparently, to go and look after her sister's sick husband. I have to say, I did find it very abnormal that Grandus chose to help her sick brother-in-law instead of staying to help her daughter, who just lost her daughter, i.e. Grandus's granddaughter. To me, Grandus's priorities clearly are not in order. I would have thought your daughter would come way, way before your brother-in-law, but clearly not. Have you ever considered that maybe Summer disappeared on Grandus's watch? Now, obviously I could be wrong, and maybe she did disappear on Candace's watch. But the whole story about planting flowers or cacti, hanging out with her mum and her grandma, even though her grandma had a bad knee and had been to the emergency room that day, none of it adds up. It stinks. It stinks really bad, and I'm going to play you something now from the recent media interview that Grandus did.
I laid down and went to sleep, and I got up and I was sitting in my doorway, and we come out, and Candace asked me what I was doing. I said, well, we got to transplant these little cactuses.
So what do you think about that? That statement says to me that someone was in Grandus's trailer. I also find it weird that she said Candace and her came out, and she insinuates that it was at the same time. Now, that could have happened, but it's quite unlikely that Candace came out of the house and Grandus left the trailer at exactly the same moment. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's very dodgy to me. I do wonder if this is potentially possible. Could Summer have been left with Grandus whilst Candace, her mother, went off to do her own thing, and she left her daughter with her mother, Grandus, and when she returned, either Summer was gone or was SummerWells dead? Please do share your thoughts with me on this, guys. Pop your comments below, and I will of course look forward to reading them. So since I filmed my other video, some apparent news regarding Summer's grandma has come out. I'm sure you are all aware that certain people on YouTube are claiming that they've spoken to Grandus. Now, until I see Grandus on a screen and I can see her face saying the things that are claimed, I cannot believe for definite that it's Grandus. Now, it could well have been Grandus that spoke to these people. Obviously, I cannot confirm it one way or the other, but if Grandus really said that Summer slept for hours after she went swimming, and that Grandus did not go to the swimming hole, and now there's further news that apparently Candace took Summer sleeping to meet with Dom. Obviously, I don't know if any of this is true. There's also talk about Summer being thirsty before she fell asleep in the car, and apparently Summer asked to drink that orange drink. Grandus said no and gave her water. I must say I find that bit really interesting, and I will be doing a video quite soon on my thoughts on what Grandus might have said, because if she did indeed say it, I do have some very strong opinions on this latest script change. If this statement is indeed from Grandus, red flags are flying for Grandus. If Grandus has said these things, and she is telling the truth, obviously my theory of Grandus being left in charge of Summer might not be correct, but it could still be. Could Summer have been left with Grandus asleep, either in Grandus's trailer or in their family home, and Candace went out? During the dispatch calls, it is mentioned that the mother went for a walk, came home, and Summer was gone. So who knows what to make of what Grandus may or may not have said. It could be true, maybe it is, maybe it's not, but if it is indeed true, it's really shocking, and for Candace and Grandus, it's very damning.